several days, all we've been hearing about are St. Patrick's parties here in the middle of March, and noted that March 17th is traditionally St. Patrick's Day. And I think it's kind of important for us to remember who St. Patrick really was, too, whether it be his day or whether you be Irish or German or what have you, because he was one of the patron fathers of the church, oftentimes called the patron saint of the Gaelic people. His symbol had become the shamrock, because one of the things that he did, and this, by the way, is a shamrock colored by preschoolers in our school, so that's why it's a little bit off, rotting on one side, it looks like. But whenever you deal with the shamrock, he used it as a teaching tool, because St. Patrick defended the triune God, the doctrine of the Holy Trinity, so much. You know, at one point he was born in Britain to a Christian family, then he was carried off as a slave, and then went over into France, and whenever he broke away from there, he went to a monastery. That after he was ordained a bishop, they sent him back to the United Kingdom as we know it today, especially to Ireland. And there he was about the work of changing the pagans to be Christians, working the gospel work in Ireland. And so he used as a visual aid the shamrock, which was very common, and even today is a very common symbol of Ireland. But he used it to say that a shamrock has 3 lobes. You can't have a shamrock with only 2. You have to have all 3. And yet all 3 lobes form one shamrock. And so he said this also about the Holy Trinity. You have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. They're all needed in order to form what we call the Holy Trinity. Patrick did amazing work. Now, I don't know whether he really did drive the snakes out of Ireland, but he certainly brought the gospel of Jesus Christ to people who were in need of hearing the good news in a bad news world. And so, using this shamrock, he witnessed to them. And in witnessing to them, he also then was used by the Holy Spirit to accomplish great things for the work of Jesus Christ, building up the church. He left us with some amazing works. One of them is an old hymn, I bind unto myself today the Holy Trinity. And he also, as Irish people are well noted to have all kinds of parting blessings, one that he used, which I think is good for you too, to keep in mind, especially as a Christian and reaching out as a witness to Jesus Christ. He said, Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ behind me, Christ before me, Christ beside me, Christ be with me, Christ to comfort and restore me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ in quiet, Christ in danger, Christ in hearts of all that love us, Christ in mouth of friend and stranger. May that be the blessing that abides with you as well, as you think about some of the great people that God has used in the history of the church to bring you where you are in your faith today. Blessings to you. Christ be with you.